Hey ho, this is Septi, and today we're talking about my former friend Neko Koda.
You know what? I think just kids are just really sexy.
So for those who haven't heard what's going on, Neko Koda was a commentary channel who was mostly known for her transgender debates and her Owl House videos. All of that changed in the past few days when Neko got into an argument on Twitter that ended with pretty serious allegations, which caused her to delete all of her socials, leave a final tweet longer, and run away, never to be seen again, or so she claims. I was told about this whole thing by a friend of mine, so I started to do some digging, and I see Neko being the talk of the town again. So without any further ado, let's see what people had to say about this whole thing. So, does anyone know why Neko Koda turned into a villain all of a sudden? Like, what the fuck happened? So basically, over petty internet drama, she threatened to call a minor's parents and doxed them over it just because they didn't want to answer their DMs and debate them. And then she got blasted online, so she went all scorched earth and torched her online presence. I'm not surprised. How is anyone else? I have no idea. Neko Koda is the same person who found making rape art of real people, that in beef with funny, they found Septi making nonsense of me hilarious during my drama, and choose making themselves the victim over the safety of minors. Oh boy, hopeless speeches. That's not really how it happened. Neko didn't find my almost 2-year-old drawing of you hilarious. It was a non-con and it didn't happen during your drama, but after it was already over. But I don't want to make this video about myself. I might talk about this in another video, as I've already addressed most of this in one of my posts. And look, I know I've done some pretty bad things myself by the end of my drama. I'm sorry about the whole thing, I really am. But it's been months at this point. It's time to move on and focus on better things. I did my part to reach out to everyone and apologize for my misdeeds. What most people told me is to do better from now on, so I'm trying to do exactly that. I say this for future reference because when I posted about this on Twitter, I immediately had people attacking me over it, saying they won't forget about what I did, when it should hold no relevance at this point. But I digress, let's continue reading. Neko Koda has always been a problem. When confronted, she would always lie and somehow weasel out of it because they're a manipulator. The only shocking thing here is Neko was intelligent enough to find the right docs. Calling somebody's parents has been sadly something that smart people have had to do in the past, but that's while on a call with said person and to help them. The reason I know Neko doesn't intend to help is the fact Neko also wanted to hack them. Neko Koda is trying to contact someone's family over stupid internet drama. This is a new low even for them, lol. Following the backlash from threats to call a minor's parents to spook them based only on petty internet drama, Neko Koda has completely incinerated her online presence, be it her YouTube, Twitter, Discord. Nothing survived the purge. Yeah, her Discord, Twitter and YouTube are all gone. She just nuked everything that had her name on it. From what I heard, she still has her alt accounts, since Peaches claims they had a call after the events. We'll get back to that later. Neko Koda has gone off the deep end. Bro unironically doxed a kid and threatened to tell on them to the kid's parents. Like, you're an adult, dude. What are you doing? Yikes. These allegations are pretty bad, all things considered. The person Neko was arguing with made a video releasing screenshots of the conversations that Neko tried to delete afterwards. I'm not sure where the argument started, but I know it derived from the fact that this kid was suspected to be someone who started a harassment campaign towards Mushroom Girl. I haven't seen any evidence to back that claim up, but even if that's the case, the way Neko handled this situation was absolutely atrocious. So we start off with Neko supposedly tracking down this person's TikTok account that still used their dead name, and the argument broke out. I expect a 20-year-old to not be starting arguments with minors and hunting down their TikToks. This is you, looking at the TikTok I haven't shared on here, the one you wouldn't have had to hunt down since I changed my username? Lol. You're really bad at covering your paper trail, Jay the Skelegoat. Dude, that's my dead name. Sorry, lol. Point is, your internet footprint is not at all hard to find. What is wrong with you? You're hunting down the socials of a 17-year-old. For what reason? What are you looking for? And what kind of bullshit apology is that after dead naming me? If you wanna hop on Discord, I can tell you. Okay, Koda, I know you were in the whole debate me bro bullshit before all of this, but after you track down somebody's account, dead name them, you see them freaking out, and your response to that is, get into a call with me and I'll tell you, winky face. Ugh, just no, Koda, you don't do that. Dude, that's so creepy, what the hell? I'm merely offering an explanation. My patience is running thin, Shag. Are you seriously threatening me, you creep? Please, I'm genuinely so scared. Oh, you have no reason to be afraid. I'll merely explain everything to you, and we can proceed to go on our separate ways. I'm afraid cause you stalked down my socials and literally dead-named me. Oh, trust me, Shag. It's in your best interest to talk to me on Discord. This reply made me physically uncomfortable. Watch your tone with me, boy. I know more than you think. I'm not threatening you, but you better talk to me before I run out of patience, and I know more about you than you think. Yeah, that doesn't sound nefarious at all. I don't know at which point this was being said, but Koda tracked down this person's docs and even put it here. Alright, also I did find a friend who can help me with warding, so I would be able to invite them. Sure, don't talk to me until I made the GC. I do not wish to leak your info to the GC, but I was able to do some digging, and I do have the means to contact your parents. Tell me their names so I know it's not some stupid blank threat. You live in... Your IP is... I don't intend to leak this. So what the hell? This person is already freaking out, and you tell them you know how to contact their parents and just paste their IP and home address. What happened to you? I know in hindsight you were problematic, but I didn't expect to hear about you doxing a teenager over a Twitter argument just because you suspect them to be a harasser. So anyway, some people were skeptical if Koda was actually stalking this person or not, then said this. Right here, and I got barely even a half-assed apology for it. I googled your username, chill cracker, lol. Are you of all people calling me a cracker? Yeah, cracker. Bruh, you just called the kid you doxed a cracker? We went from vague threats to pejorative racial epithets real fast. What's the matter with you? Did someone share in your coffee this morning? I haven't seen you behaving like this before. And mind you, all of this was meant to help someone in need. This is worse than the angry mob against Corman, when you told people to spam her until she's shaking with anger. And yes, I said this once, but I'll say it again. While I appreciated her wanting to help me, I didn't agree with her initial method of riling people up and dropping names like Prison Mate Luke just to make people mad. But in that case, it was about someone who just attempted to take their own life. So I was more lenient on the way she handled herself. In this case, however, all this aggression is just uncalled for. And now we have Koda threatening to call this person's parents. Oof. I know what you've been doing. It's either this or I'll talk to your parents. Your choice, Shag. Talk to my parents? Now what is wrong with you, huh? Do you realize that would risk getting me kicked out of the house? I won't out you, obviously. I'm not a monster. This is why I said it's in your best interest to talk to me on Discord. Yeah, that's still very much a threat, Koda, especially considering what you tell them in that Discord conversation. So we have this Xavier person who supposedly knows how to hack people, according to Koda at least. Neko, you literally messaged me to ask if I could hack this kid. This is a child, a minor. This is absolutely ridiculous. You're in college and should have better things to do than this. This is absolutely unacceptable. And this is how that conversation went. Hey Xavier, you said you're an expert hacker, right? No, I'm good at doxing people. Oh damn, was hoping you were legit. Why? Long story. From what I hear, you're harassing a kid. Like, what the f***, Koda? And you wanted me to be your hacker man for that situation? The f***? Okay, no, it's a long story, but I was under the impression that this kid was trying to pull some big-ass nonsense, and I was trying to spook them to back down. Neko, that's f***ed up. They're a minor. Leave them the f*** alone. Are you retarded? You don't think Senate will get on your ass for trying to start shit with a child? From what I was gathering, they were 17, trying to harass someone who's 14. They already did once. It doesn't matter. You're an adult. Leave them alone. Stop trying to act big and macho to a child. What kind of adult sits there and goes, I'ma spook this child, lol? Like, what the absolute f*** is wrong with you? You are not Lyle. You do not have the weight or authority to threaten children to get their parents involved. Nor should you, as an adult, be harassing a minor. If a minor says to leave them alone because you're an adult and it's creepy, you're supposed to leave them alone. How hard is that to get? And this is what Neko said to the minor in question. How would you feel in my situation? I'm really scared right now, man. Shaggy, there's people a lot more malicious than me out there. You're purposefully scaring a teen. What is wrong with you? Just delete the server. It's stupid Twitter drama. I could shut off your internet myself if I wanted.
Yo! What the fuck? Bruh!
Yikes. That just messed up. This is why I've said I had no words when this happened. And of course I had smartasses telling me, "Oh, are you really that shocked that she did that?" Yes, I am. I know Koda was no stranger to conflict and she did a lot of stupid things, but this is not how I got to know her. Just because she would constantly argue with people, I didn't think she would ever resort to wanting to hack and dox a child. And to all of these people who were saying, "Oh, I'm not surprised she did that, I knew this was gonna happen." Like, no you didn't. You just simply don't like her, and now you run around claiming it was only a matter of time before it happened. It's very dishonest. Unless you're one of those people who likes to see the worst in people. Anyway, Xavier continued with this tweet. Adding to this is now the second time Neko has hid from the accountability of her actions, the first being Septipos. Now she's hiding on her old Discord. Okay, so context to what she meant by that. Someone even asked if they're talking about me and she said the following. Wait, I remember a YouTuber called Septipos. Is it the same guy? Yes, Neko threw Septi under the bus originally and tried to avoid her accountability in that situation too. So this is in reference to when I made that infamous Carmen Commission drawing where she was non-con by Kai Weiss and prison mate Luke. While I was in the middle of making it, I told Neko about it and showed her a VIP. She said it was hilarious. 3 times no less, because we were thinking about how Carmen would have a funny upset reaction. In hindsight, that was a horrible thing to do, and even someone like Carmen doesn't deserve something like that, given how the portrayal is traumatizing for many people. So once again, I'm really sorry for ever making that piece. I don't know what more can I do to make up for that misdeed. I've been doing my best to stay on my good behavior ever since. But anyway, after I got in trouble for making that drawing, Koda made a tweet longer, throwing me under the bus, claiming she doesn't approve of any of my actions, and said when I showed her the drawing, she simply didn't think much about it. Which was a complete lie on her end, and she wouldn't admit to that until Akumo called her out. Although she did admit that she found it hilarious, she made it sound like she realized it on her own by rewatching my apology, when that's not the case at all. So basically, this is not the first time she would participate in something bad and play it off as if she was against it the whole time. And okay, I know. I'm still the person who messed up during that time, I realize that. But we're talking about Koda right now. I'm merely providing context to what they're talking about. So basically, that's the short version of that situation. After this whole thing, Koda released a tweet longer, again, where she said the following. Neko Koda, a cowardly, pathetic loser. So here we are. I certainly have a lot to explain, don't I? First of all, let's clear it up. Yes, I am Neko Koda. I've attached an IMGR file showing I own the Relator account Discord profile that was formerly Neko Koda. Second, I'm not gonna beat around the bush here, or even try to explain anything. Yeah, I fucked up. I was under the impression that Shaggy was trying to pull some massive harassment campaign towards Mushroom Girl, and I took the nuclear route instead of, well, any other more reasonable route. There's really nothing more to say. I'm sorry. Oh, is there? Is there really nothing more you want to say? That's pretty vague so far. Neko Koda ran to avoid consequences. Let's talk about this, cause I know how it sounds, but I wanna clear up why I'm leaving and going to stay gone forever. Being Neko Koda is poison to me. It's poison to me as a person, it's poison to those around me. I've hurt people I really care about. Well, I mean, that much is true. I keep falling into a pattern of behavior. I keep hurting people. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I don't wanna keep doing this. This isn't a call for sympathy, not by a long shot. This is me merely explaining my reasons for leaving. I'm sorry to a lot of people, more than I can name, but there's one person in particular I wanna apologize to the most. I won't go into specifics, as it was in DMs, and I don't know if he wants me to share what happened. All I'm gonna say is, what I did was unacceptable. You are the person I cared about the most, and I pulled that shit. I'm sorry. I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me. You mean a lot to me, and I threw everything you did for me to the side. Dude, this is just my apology rehearsed. What the hell? For Neko, you were one of my dearest friends, and losing you as my friend is something I won't forget anytime soon. I hope someday you'll find it in yourself to forgive me, but even if you don't, I hope you find better friends who know how to appreciate you and be honest with you, even in the worst possible times. So consider these my last words under the Neko Koda name. I'm gonna leave methods to contact open to maybe, I don't know, 2, 3 people. If they wanna reach out to me, they know how. Again, this literally just sounds like my apology again. After this video goes up, I'll try my best and try to make amends with people I have wronged. If I hurt you in the past in any way, shape or form, directly or indirectly, feel free to reach out to me. I am more than willing to make amends for my wrongdoings. And I want to apologize for causing so much stress and pain to other people, whether it was intentional or not. I'm not gonna hurt myself, I'm not gonna attempt again, that got me nowhere last time, but this is certainly the last you will ever hear of me. This is where Neko Koda's story ends, or so it would seem. She claims that this will be the last time we'll ever hear from her again, but many people say it's not the first time she says that. Just the other day, Hopeless Peaches and Laya Convoy had a call with her, and based on what Peaches says here, it wasn't pretty. Had a call with Neko Koda last night, absolute insanity. Despite intentionally scaring my brother into thinking she hurt or killed herself, Neko left when I said I will not be happy if I found out they made their mental health other people's problem. So much for being sorry, huh? Having people worry about you is fine. Intentionally mimicking the trauma somebody has to get a reaction is beyond fucked up. All for extra attention and to scare them into staying with you? Neko Koda will never be sorry. As she said it, I can be sorry. It's a pattern. Indeed, it seems to be a recurring pattern based on what people said about her. A former artist shared their experience with Neko in a long document. I will link it in a pinned comment. This situation is pretty heavy, and for the first time in a long while, I'm almost at a loss for words. I may have taken the time to better myself during these few months, but I will not claim to be a saint. I don't feel fully confident judging this person for what they did, knowing full well I haven't been the best person in recent times either, but I still wanted to share my opinion about this whole thing, and well... Whether Neko stays gone for good or not is hard to say. I don't think she will. But if I have to give my personal belief, I think it would be best if Neko stayed gone for a long time. If this really is a recurring pattern and it's only getting worse each time, then it would be best if she stayed offline, seeking help and doing something better with her life. She told me she wanted to become a psychiatrist in the future. It's going to be very difficult with a troublesome mentality like this. You were my friend Neko, and you may have tossed me to the wolves when the hard times came. I still have hope that you will do something productive with your life. You wished I'll successfully get to stay in the United States and live a better life. You are part of the reason I got to be here. So if you see this video, just know I wish the best for you. And for your own sake, stay away from the internet for as long as you can. I don't want to get too emotional, so let's just end this video. If you made it this far in the video and your subscription button is still red, why don't you change that if you want to see more content from me in the future? What do you think about all of this? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And as always, I shall continue to make more videos whenever I get the chance, but until then, I'm Septi, and goodbye.
I mean, if you're fucking something like a big whale that could kill you in a breath, is it really still bestiality? Is it really
wait, wait, what? Listen, I know.